All right, guys, it's Monday morning, September 8th, and I am about to yield and provide to you the results from last night's Fanatics Weekly Auction number 190. It ended on September 7th, late Sunday evening. Some interesting stuff going on. There was some monkey business. There was some shenanigans. There was some hijinks. There was something I've never seen occur in a Fanatics Weekly Auction where some bids were extracted. Some bids were negated. And a card actually dropped by over 50% from at one point what its high bid was. I don't have all of the details about it. I just know it happened. I'm hoping one of you contributing commenters, one of you viewers can help us in the comments and let us know what happened with a particular card. And yes, it was a card that featured Jordan and Kobe. And it's a card that I actually sold last week in a different grade, completely unrelated. But I was watching the auction and I've heard rumblings that some monkey business went on. Fanatics caught it and they canceled the bids of the alleged perpetrators. But I will let you guys comment more in the comments because I don't have all of the details and I don't like to speak from a position of ignorance. But this auction is about Kobe. There's no question. Again, I end every single video with keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby and peace. But what we saw last night on certain Kobe cards, it's really testing the envelope. I'm sorry, it's really testing, it's really pushing the envelope of logic. It's really, really curious, and I am extremely concerned and worried. And again, yes, I'm a Michael Jordan card collector. I don't collect Kobe Bryant cards, but I really think some people need to start looking in the mirror and asking themselves some serious questions. Are these the cards that we want to spend $25,000, $30,000 on? Are these as low pop as we act like they are? And I realize demand is a big part of it, but this auction is going to be about Kobe. We're going to look up about 20 cards. I can't wait to do this. This is the first day I've gotten to walk to my car to come into my office, and it's like 6:30 in the morning, but I didn't sweat through my clothes, right? South Louisiana is disgusting this time of year. We're finally getting a hint of fall, and as you can tell, I've got a ton of energy for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope this gets your week off to a great start. Tons of stuff going on with the Cajun Cardboard channel. Hit the subscribe button now before you even get to this intro to make sure you're watching these videos every single Monday morning. Enjoy the video, guys. Have a great week in and out of the hobby. Enjoy this video. If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code CAJUN, all capital letters, C-A-J-U-N. All right, Bryan with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. I apologize about my vibrant red. I got to rep my Nike EYBL program that I used to be the recruiting director for and assistant coach for, the Red Storm down here, Nike Team Louisiana. So I'm repping this vibrant red. It's just showing you how much energy I'm bringing to the channel today. And no, this was not, the result of any hallucinogens or amphetamines or any uppers or anything like that. This is just the way I woke up this morning because I knew that Monday morning is the day that I get to come out here and talk about cards, and prices are going up, and that's very exciting. But it also should give us some reason for pause. I've always tried to be very clear about my stance on the hobby. When things go up too much too fast, we've got to start asking questions. It's almost getting to the point now where it is laughable. So let's get cranking with an amazing, amazing card. This is a Playmakers Theater of Shaquille O'Neal, 1998. It's serial numbered to 100. This BGS 8.5 copy sold for only $8,700. This is a Tier 1 A type insert card for Shaquille O'Neal from 1998. We know the Jordan's, six figures and many more probably. Well, I don't know, maybe pushing six figures. The Shaquille O'Neal sells for only $8,700. It's a pop 7. There's only 10 higher graded copies. That's a great pickup for whoever snagged that one. Let's look up the first card in card ladder that we have to, and it's the Michael Jordan BGS 9.5 3Ds. I have a copy of this card for sale right now on this very platform, on Fanatics Buy It Now. And it was actually Buy It Now at an all-time high, and it was listed for $8,500. I went in and changed it when I saw this sale, so $8,700 is the new all-time high. We've got it pulled up right here. This is a tier maybe 2 hierarchy card. It could be tier 3 hierarchy card, but it is a big one. Really tough pack odds. If you're the artistic type, you're really going to dig this card. That's just a dull picture. Sorry, we really could do better. It's a pop 48. That chart right there, again, this is one of those deals where let's be careful here. This is a card that we saw consistently in the 4,000 to 6,000 range in a BGS 9.5. There are 48 of those. These are not the rarest things in town. I've got one for sale too, so I've got a dog in this hunt, right? I have a card for sale, and even I am urging caution because the last sales are 4,095 this year. And then we bounced to 6,000. That's a big jump. That's the highest sale in 2 years. And then last night, we pushed this bad boy all the way up to almost $9,000. So $8,700 last night. This is a card over the last 2 years that is up 112%, people. Just keep that on the radar. Kobe Bryant, I think this is ugly as all get out. Spectra Superstar Gold, and I do like Spectra. The stuff in the background is just a lot going on here. $9,000 for that Kobe autograph patch thing. 2018 Contenders Optic Luka Doncic dribbling auto orange. This is a rookie. It is a Luka. It is a PSA 9. No grade for the autograph. But it looks like his mom did a good job of centering the autograph. She did great. It's a great looking auto. I don't see the problem. This PSA 9 is a pop 8 none higher. So that matters, right? When you're talking about none higher, that matters. If you're a Doncic super collector, if you're a Doncic rainbow chaser, for lack of a better term, $9,300 right there. Contenders variations, cracked ice, serial number to 25. John Morant does $9,300. That is a BGS 9.5 copy there. We've seen some Morant cards running a little bit lately, which really surprises me. I guess anytime there's a new season on the horizon and he's at least healthy for now and hasn't, shot anybody or threatened to shoot anybody or fight anybody or punched any kids at his house, there is optimism. There's reason for optimism, but I do think that team took a step backwards for sure because I think they realized the West is not within reach, and so this is a team that made some cost-cutting measures, let Desmond Bane go, thought Jalen Wells can maybe take his spot on a little cheaper contract, and so we'll see where the Grizzlies are, but I do believe that this might be scorched earth city for John Morant as long as he stays healthy, where he's going to push up near 28, 29, maybe even 30 points per game this year if he can shoot the ball a little bit better from three. 98 Upper Deck game jersey, Michael Jordan, number GJ20, BGS 8.5. This card has been moving up a little bit. They have the word patch in here, and I don't think they're supposed to have the word patch in there, but I'll let some of the experts chime in on that because this is just the game jersey, and I'm no expert on it. But this 8.5 did $9,300. We've seen these cards starting to do some damage lately and really moving up in price and in value, but let's see if this one continued along those lines. This 8.5 last night sold for $9,300. That is up from $7,800. That is up from $6,200. $8,000, $7,500, $8,700, $8,800, $6,000, $6,700, $6,400. It's a really, really big sale right there. I don't know if this is the all-time record. It's not, and let me tell you why. Because back in 2021, this thing sold for $15,600. So this is what I've been trying to kind of reiterate in the hobby is let's look for those cards. I mean, if you want to be a savvy buyer, let's look for those cards that maybe have not gotten back and surpassed 2021 prices, especially if you're talking about Jordan, Kobe, Shaq, guys like that, Curry. So 8.5, great sale, but not an all-time record. Jordan PSA 8 pack pulled true rookie card does $9,600. SGC 9 Bird Magic does $9,600. A Silhouettes patch with it's got that Playmakers Theater feel to it. Look at those borders, guys. If we zoom in on this card, this is a beautiful card. I don't collect Steph Curry. I don't collect Crown Panini Preferred Silhouettes or anything like that, Crown Royale. But what a beautiful card. And this is what reminds me of the Playmakers Theater Shaq that we just saw. And if you don't really understand what I'm talking about, let's go back. Let's go look at the Shaq Playmakers Theater. There it is. You see this sort of ornate, almost like a golden, picture frame from Victorian era around the edges here. You see the same thing sort of right here. So that's why those two cards sort of remind me of each other. But the Steph Curry, zooming back up here, Steph Curry goes for, it's a pop 1, serial number 35, does $9,600. The Shaq Super Rave, we're going to look this up because it's another tier 1 type Shaquille O'Neal card. This Super Rave is a PSA 8, which is a pretty good grade. The card's right there. This is an all-time high. That is the highest price this card has ever sold for, $9,600. and $600. By the way, I forgot to ring it for this one right here. So there's your bell city, right? We don't have any employees in here because it's 6 in the morning, and so I can ring the bell all I want, depending on how obnoxious I want to be. This Shaquille O'Neal Super Rave eclipsed the December 22nd, 2024 all-time high of 8,400 by going for 9,600. Good jump right there. LeBron James 910 patch auto from SPX does 9,900. And then this is the culprit. This is the card that has the asterisk by it, because at one point, this 1990, everybody knows about the Topps East-West refractor. Jordan on the front, Kobe on the back. Here, I'll show you. There's Jordan on the front. This is the mystery, right? And there's a little alien on the screen right here guarding him. No, it's not Space Jam. That's just Sam Cassell. And then on the back, of course, we've got Kobe Bryant down in the defensive stance, young Kobe with the short cropped afro. And then we got Jordan right here about to post up, mouse in the house, Sam Cassell. This card at one point was over $20,000, and there was some back and forth in the Jordan group chat that I'm a part of where they're like, what is going on here? This does not make any sense. And then sure enough, something happened where it was backed down and those bids were taken out. So my guess is there was some evidence of perhaps of shill bidding by buyers or something like that. They backed those bids out. I don't know the full story. I would love someone to share it with us. That being said, after taking out over $10,000 worth of bids, the damn card sold for $9,900 in a PSA 9, and I sold my BGS 10 instantly on Fanatics Buy Now last week, but this PSA 9 murdered the all-time record. Not even close. It jumped from $2,640 to $9,900, and a lot of people don't realize this card is much more rare than the Topps East-West refractor, like significantly more rare, significantly tougher pack odds. And so we're moving on here. Jordan pack pulled true rookie card, PSA 8 does 9,900. A one-of-one masterpiece Chris Webber from 2003 does 10,200. And then a cool, but you know, you hate that it's not, you know, Suns Nash and Detroit Pistons or Orlando Magic Grant Hill, but it's the two Los Angeles versions in the twilight of their career where they were really just kind of role players and struggled with health, well, at least Nash did. But it's Grant Hill and Nash, dual logo men, $10,200 for that card right there. 46 bids on that card was it's a big number, man. A lot of people looking for it. Logo men are very popular, of course. Gemography Jordan 8 does $10,500. Victor Wembanyama in a black T-shirt, a superfractor, one of one, does PSA 9 does $10,000. Guys, I'm telling you, 12 months ago, this card would have sold for like $800,000. That's how much the hobby has changed. Still, 57 bids, a lot of bids. A superfractor. When you hear the word superfractor one of one combined with Victor Wembanyama, even if he's wearing a tank top with no logo, you're still going to get pretty good numbers. $10,500 for that. And then what about this Akeem the Dream Olajuwon 1997 Skybox Premium Star Rubies, the Team Skybox second series Star Rubies, serial numbered 1 out of 50. So math nerds out there need a napkin. This thing sold for $10,800 last night. That almost doubles the all-time record price paid, which, by the way, was just a couple of months ago in April. So May, June, July, August, September. 5 months ago, this thing set the all-time high of $5,750. Last night, this bad boy goes for $10,800, and it is a Pop 1, none higher. That is the best Team Skybox Star Rubies Olajuwon card in the world. Congrats to the buyer on that. Congrats to the seller on breaking an all-time record. Now is probably a good time to remind you guys, if you're going to bid on Fanatics and if you're going to sell on Fanatics, there's two ways you can support the Cajun Cardboard channel. If you're selling cards on Fanatics and you want to support my channel with no money coming out of your pocket, use the promo code CAJUN, all capital letters, CAJUN, when you submit your cards to Fanatics. And by the way, if you really want to support the channel, and you don't, I mean, if you just love the channel and you want to go into my YouTube description, you can copy and paste an affiliate link. It's a special Cajun Cardboard affiliate link into your browser. Go through that Cajun Cardboard affiliate link, and a little fraction of your purchase price will come back from Fanatics, from Mike Rubin's pocket and into mine down here in South Louisiana, and support the channel. Fanatics is my primary method of compensation for providing you with the most consistent content in the hobby. 92 Stadium Club Beam Team Jordan PSA 10. I recently released a Beam Team video, and this is one of the most popular Beam Teams, the original Beam Team, the OG. There's 111 of these. Guys, this was the third highest price ever paid in history. 124 sales of this OG Jordan 90s insert. This is oftentimes the gateway into 1990s Michael Jordan insert card collecting. The Beam Team, the Scoring Kings, the Team Leaders, the Total D, cards like that, the Power and the Key. These are sometimes the entry point for people to come into the Michael Jordan, 90s insert parallel card collecting world. And this card, it really is an absolute, I don't know, people, you throw around the word iconic very loosely. And I do have a copy of this for sale as well. So I'm very involved in this card. This is not the all-time high, but damn, the card's up 100% over the last 2 years. This is the highest price paid in the last 2 years out of the last 16 sales. So amazing result right there. Jordan Exquisite, Extra Dual, Michael, serial number to 10. Patch Auto, PSA 6 does 11,700. Did I ring the bell for the Beam Team? I can't remember. I shouldn't have because it's not an all-time record, but it's a 2-year record. I wonder if there's another, like a horn or something I could do for a 2-year high. 94 Finest with coating. Horrible greening. Absolutely terrible greening. The card is as green gets. It's like split pea soup was poured all over the surface of this card. But guess what? 31 bids, Reggie Miller City, $11,700 for the 1994 Finest Refractor with coating, which is not an all-time record, but over the last 2 years, this is a damn good sale. This is the, I think, third highest sale out of the last 22 sales, no matter how green it is. Look, this is what it's supposed to look like. That's a crystal clear copy. This is a green copy. See if you guys can tell the difference. Green, clear. Big difference, right? Jordan's black in this one. Jordan is the Incredible Hulk in this one. So big difference right there. But you know what? New money, dumb money, money that comes in from the hobby from other places doesn't know what green means or that it's not supposed to be green. And so almost an all-time high there. 11,700 for that card. 2003 Topps Chrome Refractor LeBron PSA 9, 11,700. We're going to check on the LeBron refractor market in just a second. So stay tuned on that. We're going to check it in just a bit. 2009 Topps Steph Curry. Steph Curry cards have been outperforming Kobe and Jordan. We know that, right? We talked about it. I did a whole video on that. We talked about it. Steph Curry cards. This little boy in this picture, this little kid, this little 12-year-old in this picture ended up being the greatest perimeter shooter in the history of the sport of basketball. I think he would literally give James Naismith a heart attack if James Naismith saw the shit that Steph Curry does on a basketball court. It was not intended, right? That is how special he is. And I'm almost about to start crying with energy right here because I don't own a single Steph Curry card. And apparently that ship has sailed because this is, to be quite honest with you, a ho-hum flagship Topps rookie card. It's not serial numbered like the Topps Chrome. It's certainly not serial numbered like the Topps Chrome Refractor. But it did 12,000 American dollars last night. Folks out there in their 40s are trying to buy cars for their kids in high school and don't spend $12,000 on a vehicle, but they're going to spend $12,000 on a pop 372 Steph Curry card. Guys, check it out over the last 2 years. This card, after last night's sale, which is the highest of the last 58 sales, is up 61% over the last 2 years. Great sale right there. Congrats to the seller on that one. 2023 Flawless Star Swatch Emerald LeBron PSA 10 Pop 1 does $12,600. Noise Boys Jordan PSA 8. Okay, it's a big card. It's a tier 2 hierarchy card. By the way, hierarchy posters are still available, guys. Go check out the YouTube description. You can buy your Michael Jordan hierarchy posters if you're getting into Jordan cards or if you've been in them forever and you don't know what the Michael Jordan hierarchy is. Go check out the playlist. Go into the YouTube description. Buy a doggone poster. At worst case, you get the greatest Michael Jordan pack odds list that you've ever seen. They are available in the YouTube description. All the details are in there. It's real simple. I ship them out in a tube, FedEx, with tracking number to you. Enjoy. 1998 Skybox Thunder Noise Boys Tier 2 hierarchy card, PSA 8. This card surely didn't break an all-time record, Cajun, did it? Well, there's your all-time chart, and this card is a Pop 37, and I would say that's an all-time record. Last time this card sold was 5 months ago in April for $7,500. Last night, this thing exploded to $12,600. Exploded to $12,600. That is a massive, massive sale. The last PSA 9, for instance, sold for $13,730. So what's going on here? I don't know. That is a humongous jump for a PSA 8 Noise Boys. Let me know in the comments if you know anything about it, if you want to admit to buying it and making that inorganic jump. Hey, man, I've been there, both hands raised. I've broken all-time records both ways, buying and selling, so ain't no shame in my game. 98 Topps Chrome Vince Carter Refractor PSA 10 with absolutely, I think, exceptional coloring, right? 96, 97, 98 Topps Chrome Refractors. Gosh, just prepare yourself because some of them are so hideous. They're so green. They're impossible to look at. But shout out to Boban Marjanovic, who wore jersey number 51. 51 bids should give you some idea of just how collectible Vince Carter is. And by the way, his hands, both of them, are at the top of the square as he is downwardly thrusting this ball through the basket. That's what they call a dunk shot in the sport of basketball. 12,600 for this Vince last night. I know I looked it up. There it is right there. Pop 38, guys. Only 38 of these things. I wonder how many have been graded. 911. Okay, shout out to 911. Over the last 2 years, the card's up 125%, mainly because of this sale. It was not up at all, and then last night it went from 6,000 to 12,600. That is a 2x sale. That is a huge, huge sale, okay? That is a huge, huge sale. A lot of money flowing into the hobby from outside sources. I am just going to leave it at that. 97 Shaq Grand Finale. We're seeing the Playmakers Theater. We're seeing the Super Rave. We're seeing the Grand Finale. Guys, these are monster Shaq cards, and they aren't really going crazy. This is the Grand Finale. It did 12,600. I think it's this hyper focus on PSA 10 grading. That's a big card right there, guys. Pop 4, only 2 higher. I know it's a PSA 6, but damn, sometimes you got to just buy the card, not the grade. I know that sounds funny coming from me. We're going to skip this because I hate this guy. 97, and if you don't know why, just listen to him talk. 1997 Metal Universe Championship, Jason Kidd, PMG 7. This card does $13,200. Did I say Steve Nash? It's Jason Kidd. Sorry. When you look at it first glance, you think Suns point guard, you think Nash. But this is the Jason Kidd. Last night sold for $13,200, all-time record, not even close. $72.50 was the all-time high before that on my slabs back in 2023. And now we're looking at a $13,200 card for this PSA 7. That is the worst graded copy in existence. In fact, it outsold the PSA 8 by $5,000, which sold for $72.50. So this is not just the highest price for a PSA 7. This is the highest price paid in history for a PSA graded or any graded Jason Kidd 97 Champ PMG. Kobe Autograph 1010 does $13,800. A Star Swatch Auto Paulo Monquero does $13,800. A Jordan BGS 9 does $14,400 with an eye appeal sticker. A Tim Duncan All-Star Game Swatch Signature serial number to 15 does $15,000. That's an awesome sale right there for that seller. Another BGS 9 Michael Jordan with eye appeal sticker does $15,600 last night. And then a quad autograph exquisite Jordan. This is college and high school stuff, right? So we're talking Carolina, Michigan State, UMass, and St. Vincent, St. Mary's, but it's LeBron, Jordan, Magic, and Doc. And this card is serial number to 5, and it did $16,200. The base 2003 exquisite collection Jordan in a BGS 6 does $16,800. If you need an Exhibit A for how important 2003 Exquisite Collection is, here is your Exhibit A. Good Lord. I mean, every card in the set is oh wait, this is the gold parallel. I was about to say, I was like, that seems really high. I'm sorry. This is the gold parallel serial number to 25. I thought this was just the base card. But it's the gold parallel serial number to 25. That makes a little bit more sense, right? You get 25 Jordan cards. There's not quite as many of those to go around. That might be an all-time record. I don't know. I didn't look it up. And again, this is probably a good time to remind you guys, I can't look up every single card on here to see if it's an all-time record. I would imagine probably half of them are last night. But I just can't look up every single card or I'd be talking here forever. But it is a good time to pay some bills. And let me remind you guys that I am so excited that I am now an affiliate partner with BCW Supplies. Guys, if you want to save 10%, it's time to go back and reorganize your collection. Go buy your long boxes. Let's get these cards somewhere safe. Let's put them in penny sleeves. Let's put them in top loaders. If you're a buy raw grade guy like I am, then you need some card savers. Go to bcwsupplies.com. When you check out, do me a favor. They have given me a promo code. Guess what it is? I'll give you 2 seconds to guess. 1, 2, Cajun, all capital letters, C-A-J-U-N. Guess what? You get something for using the promo code. I'm not just begging for donations and help now. I am giving you something back. Thank God, finally, BCW is giving you 10% off your order if you use the promo code Cajun, all capital letters, when you buy your BCW supplies. And guys, I'm telling you, they got all sorts of ways to organize, preserve, protect, and really appreciate your collection and display your collection. It's way more than just penny sleeves, top loaders, and semi-rigids, but that's, obviously what the staple of the hobby, what a lot of us need. But they've got way more, page after page after page of stuff. If you've got kids that collect and you want them to start putting their cards in binders and start preserving their cards, bcwsupplies.com, promo code Cajun. Trust me, it's worth it. All right, Kobe Bryant downtown. Left you guys hanging on a big card. $16,800. That seems like a lot. Where is it? Here it is. There it is. Kobe Bryant downtown obliterates the all-time high set in August. That was 1 month ago. And this is where I just have to urge caution. I'm sorry. If I didn't say it, I wouldn't be being myself. I love it. I love the downtown, but for God's sakes, guys, there's 80 of these. For God's sakes, there's 230 that have been graded. It's got an 80% gem rate on PSA. There's 80 of these out there. This card should not be selling for $16,800. I don't know how else to say it. I'm sorry. Fanatics is doing a great job, right? There's my affiliate partner. Fanatics is doing amazing things. Cards that are pop 80 from, Kobe's 21st year are selling for $16,800, and this won't be the last one we talk about. Do I love it? Sure, I love it. It's a case hit, great. But there's 80 of them in PSA 10. It's got 80% gem rate, $16,800. We'll see another one next week. The 2003 Topps Chrome Refractor LeBron BGS 9.5 did $16,800. It's time to check in. We never thought we would do it, but I warned you guys. I told you this was going to come, and I told you this was going to happen. This card is up 54% over the last, 1 year. I told you LeBron cards were going to run. I did not put my money where my mouth is. I didn't buy into any of the LeBron stuff. I just told you that it was going to happen, and it's happening, and I guess a lot of us saw this wave coming. Kobe ran, Jordan ran, Curry ran, Shaq ran, Rodman ran, Jason Kidd's running. Why is LeBron cards still sitting down here in the, in the cellar after crashing from 2021 peaks? I knew it wasn't going to last forever, and it's not lasting forever, and here we go again. Another Kobe autograph does 17.4. How about a Tiger Stripe Luka Doncic rookie card? Any of you guys out there into animal stripe stuff? If you are, don't tell me because I need to block you. But this is a pop 24. Shout out to the Bean. 18,600 sale. Don't look now, but Doncic is making a little move here, guys. This card's up 27% over the last 2 years, and it's up even more from the last sale, 14,000 to 18,600. That's about a 35% jump. Steph Patch Auto from Flawless. We've seen a billion of these, but this is the Emerald. It's serial number to 5. It is a great looking card. This one does 18,600. I should note that it's a BGS 9.5, pop 1, none higher. Kobe Centurions. These cards have gotten popular lately. A lot of people don't pay too much attention because Jordan doesn't have one, but it's a 1998 Finest Centurions Refractor. It's serial number to 75. It's a pop 6. It's a PSA 10, and it's Kobe Bryant. Do you guys think that this broke an all-time record? Gee, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, it jumped $7,800 in 2 months. This card is now a $19,800 card. And at least it's low pop, right? At least we got that going for us. It's pop 6 in a PSA 10, and it's serial numbered, and it's a refractor, and it's actually from Kobe's, real playing years when he was with the Lakers and his, he was always with the Lakers, but third year Kobe. So this one means a little bit more and makes a little more sense than this. This right here compared to this right here makes no sense at all that they sold for almost the same price. I'm sorry, that just doesn't make sense. Someone please try to explain that to me in the comments, but this, I get it. This is huge, right? This is big, it's special, it's third year Kobe. I don't know, maybe I'm just 90s collector get off my lawn guy, but somebody else can comment below and let me know if they agree or disagree. I love that. I love that, and that's what the comments section is for, and I should reiterate, as long as everybody stays classy, that's what it's for. I want this to be an open back and forth discussion. The engagement actually helps me with YouTube and with my affiliate partners. They want to know that the people that watch this channel are not a bunch of AI bots. And on my channel, they're not. It's a bunch of guys that know as much or more than me about the cards that I'm talking about on this Monday weekly recap for Fanatics every single Monday. You guys know a lot more than me, especially as a collective, than I do about 99% of the cards that we see on here, right? I'm just a little guy collecting one little player, Michael Jordan. 2014 Select Kobe Bryant Gold Prism PSA 10. All right, here we go again. Low pop, pop 4. PSA 10, gold, select, refractor, serial number to 10, $23,400. Is that an all-time record? Well, gee, it doesn't take a genius to know that's going to double the all-time record almost. It is more than going to double. It's almost going to quadruple. It's certainly tripled. The all-time record before this was in July, about a year and a half ago. It sold for $6,600. Last night it sold for $23,400. Be careful. Flawless Patch Auto Kobe. Never seen one of these. PSA 7 does $25,000 last night. Michael Jordan 2006 Exquisite Collection. Serial number to 100. Patch autograph. 8 for the card. No autograph grade that I can see. $26,400 for that Jordan. And here we are on the top row. I warned you this was going to be a Kobe-centric video with tons of Kobe stuff going on. Some of it makes sense. Some of it really just doesn't. And so we've got a Kobe Kaboom. We saw the downtown do bananas numbers. What about a, let me get this right, 24th year Kobe Kaboom BGS 9.5 Min Gem doing $27,600. Any thoughts on that, people? Here is your 1 year chart. The last one sold for $6,750. This one sells for $27,000. This card sold less than a year ago. Let me say it again. For $6,750, right? This is a 23rd year or 24th year Kobe Bryant card. This card last night sold for $27,600. The all-time chart is right there. Tell me if you think that looks organic. Tell me if you think that's a good buy. I would love to get your comments below. Okay, 1997 Metal Universe Championship PMG, Tim Duncan, PSA 8. This is serial number to 50. It is a not just a Tier 1 Tim Duncan card, but Tim Duncan's rookie year just so happened to coincide with probably the greatest year in the history of sports cards, 1997. So much changed. It was a tipping point, a climax, if you want to use a sexy term to describe what happened in 1997, where cards just kind of took a huge step forward. You know what I mean? It's like when you went from the Nintendo 64 to like the PlayStation, right? If you're a console guy, or well, I don't want to get it. It's like going from car phones to cell phones, right? This was a huge step forward. 1997 was the year, and it just so happens to coincide with the greatest power forward of all time's rookie year, and this is a big card. That's what I'm getting at. Pop 7, only one graded higher. This PSA 8 did 35 last night. 35.4 all-time record for that card last night. Tim Duncan, congrats. People like to say he's finally getting the attention he deserves. He's finally getting the prices he needs. It is what it is. 35,400 is a big number. And then the winner last night was a Kobe Bryant 23rd year card. 2018 Panini Black Gold. Kobe Bryant, serial number to 5, pop 1. Solamente uno. Tarjeta. No, that's a ticket. How do you say card in Spanish? I don't know. I only took 3 years, 40 years ago. 2018 Black Gold Kobe Bryant, serial number to 5, PSA 10 with an NBA silver sticker. That's just icing, right? We're throwing icing on a card that's already a pop 1. Who is that in the background trying to block that shot? I can't tell. That might be, it's a Blazer. Could that be Jamal McGlure? Did Jamal McGlure play for the Blazers? Who is that? I don't know. Brian Grant playing back then? He's older than that. Anyway, this card sold for, I can't even believe I'm about to say this, $57,600 the card sold for. I think you can safely conclude that's an all-time record. The card in a BGS 9.5 sold for $16,000 about 9 months ago. And now we're seeing the PSA 10, which again is a pop 1, sell for $57,600. 5 population in the total grades. This is the best you can do. And when it's the best you can do, I'm assuming I probably know the buyer of this card. If I had to guess, he likes cards like this. This is going to be a long-term hold, and you probably won't see this one come back to auction anytime soon. 57,600. So Kobe is the big name last night. Jordan did fine. Tim Duncan did fine. Jason Kidd obviously did fine. A lot of Shaq tier ones. It was an interesting auction. Nothing wild, right? No 200, 300, 400, 500. Guess whose name we didn't say? Guess whose name we didn't say? No, not Draymond Green. Caitlin Clark's name did not come up in this weekly auction. Not one time in the top 48. And I told you this time was coming, and it's coming, and it's here. And for better or worse, whether you love the WNBA, whether you were playing the game of hot potato or not, we did not say any WNBA player's name, not one single time in a weekly auction, which is very interesting to say the least. Imagine that. Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, Kobe Bryant. Do you see a theme developing here? Holy moly, Kobe stuff's doing wild stuff, and I didn't even talk about the crazy downtown sale. Thank you guys, as always, for watching these videos. I appreciate all you guys have been with me from the beginning. I wish I could tell you in detail exactly when the website's going to be finished. I'm working on a quarterly newsletter where I'll be gathering information. It's going to be can't miss reading. I'm going to try to make you read as little as possible because I know you guys probably have, because it's 2025, as short of an attention span as I do. But there will be a quarterly newsletter circulating soon. I swear I won't wear you out. It'll be quarterly. The website is going to be not just one of the best it's going to be the best website as far as hobby content creators. That's already taken care of. That's done, right? I've been selling, this cat's out of the bag, a lot of my non-essential Michael Jordan cards for all-time records, so it's not quite as painful, but selling them nonetheless, which I never intended to do, and I'm pouring that money into the Cajun Cardboard brand because I want to bring you guys not just the most consistent content, I want to bring you the best content, and I am going to put together a website the likes of which hobby content creators have never seen. I am going to set the standard. I'm going to be the Caitlin Clark of basketball card content creator websites. I can tell you that much right now. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to share it with you. It's in the works. I've got a full-time brand manager working on the Cajun Cardboard brand to make sure I'm doing my job as well as possible and giving you guys what you deserve, which is the most consistent, educational, entertaining content in the basketball card content space. That being said, go check out my affiliate partners in this YouTube description: Card Ladder, Fanatics, PSA, BCW. Very soon to announce another one. I do work with Acquire. I work with 90sauctions.com. I work with a lot of these different affiliate partners, and you guys really do check them out in the YouTube description. I couldn't do what I'm doing without them. I couldn't get out of bed at 5:30 in the morning and leave Miss Cajun at home sleeping while I come to work in the dark to do these videos if I wasn't getting compensated by those affiliate partners who are paying me for my big mouth to share organically and transparently my relationship with them. I don't have any affiliate partners that I don't also personally use myself, right? I am a user, for lack of a better word. I am a user before I am a beat my chest, tell you how great they are. I use the product to make sure that it is what I think it is. And when it becomes an instrumental part of the way that I invest and collect in sports cards, then I am available to promote those particular brands. And you guys know the brands. They're all in this YouTube description. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing week in the hobby. Don't forget, tomorrow night you will get Michael Jordan record collection. We'll look at specifically the Michael Jordan cards from this same Fanatics weekly auction number 190 that broke all-time records. I'm selling on Fanatics. If you guys are selling on Fanatics, do me a favor, take that one extra step and use the promo code Cajun, all capital letters, CAJUN. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.